Hi and welcome to another fix-it video, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to fix a tumble dryer that is making a squeaking noise or a grinding noise. So this is my tumble dryer which I've recently just fixed. It's an Indesit IDV75. So this guide here is for this particular model. Should be fairly similar for others. And if you've got a tumble dryer that makes a squeaking noise when the drum goes round, or if it sounds more like a metal on metal sound, then it could be just a very easy, quick and cheap fix, and it would save you having to replace the entire tumble dryer. I've done this one. It's working absolutely fine, and it is normally just a little, like a bearing on the back of the tumble dryer that gets worn away from the weight of the drum. So £4 this little bearing cost me, and it's fixed my tumble dryer. So I'm going to show you how to. So the first thing I would suggest is turn off the tumble dryer, disconnect it from the mains, and I left mine for about 10 minutes just to be on the safe side. Then turn your tumble dryer around, and you will see on the back of this particular model there is a white plate, a white plastic plate held on by 2 screws, Phillips screws. So just take them off, and once you remove that plate, you'll be there. You'll be able to see all the parts that you need. There's no actual diving into the machine on the inside at all. So remove that plate, put it to the side, and you will see 4 parts that are visible. So you'll have a locking pin, a locking nut, the actual bearing itself, and the drum shaft. So first thing you need to do is straighten out the pin, because the pin is well, it's like a hook shaped. So straighten out one end so you can pull the pin out of the lock nut. Once you've done that, undo the silver screw on the bearing itself, and I think it's Torx. I think it's a T15. We'll have to just check that. Undo that and take that out. Keep that because you don't get a screw with the bearing that you buy. And then now you've undone that, you can take off the lock nut. Now it took a little bit of wiggling to get the lock nut off the shaft, but it came off pretty easy. And then you can slide the bearing off. You might have to just lift the shaft that you can see sticking out a little bit, just to free off that, and you can take it out, and you'll see that it's supposed to have a nice clean hole in the middle, but mine was completely worn on one side, so it lets the drum and the drum shaft slide a little bit or drop a little bit, and then you get that horrible scraping noise, and that's it. That is the old one removed. I bought a new one. It cost me about £4 to put the new one on. It's pretty much in reverse. So pop the bearing on, slide it on the shaft. I had to wiggle mine on. It was quite tight. Obviously make sure you put it on the right way. There is a little lip that is a bit smaller, and that goes inside the housing on the back. So pop that on, wiggle it on. You might have to lift the shaft a little bit just to make it easier to put in place. Once you've got it in place, I suggest putting the silver screw back in, the Torx or the T15 screw. There you go. That is the bearing back on, and then all you've got to do is just put the other bits back on. So replace the lock nut. You can use the same one. Mine was absolutely fine. Just push it into position. Line up the because it's got 4 little sort of grooves in it, and on the shaft itself there is a small hole. So just line up the grooves with the hole on the shaft, and then take the pin that you straightened out a little bit, slide it through one side and into the shaft, and then out the other side. I only sort of unbent one end of mine, so it sort of hooks in, and then I used a pair of pliers to just bend that back round and make sure it's nice and secure. It stops the pin coming out, and it then obviously then stops the lock nut coming off. You need to be very careful with the pin. It could snap, and then you have to buy a new one. I was quite lucky. I managed to bend mine and get mine back in, and that is pretty much the repair done. After that, grab your back plate, put it on. You've got 2 screws in there. Just line them up with the holes and screw it back on, and that is the repair done. So it is a very simple repair. There isn't no delving into the dryer itself. It's all done on the back of the machine, and this fixed my problem straight away. This here is working absolutely fine, as you can see. So there is no noise, no squeaking noise at all either way the drum rotates, whereas before it was making a horrible scraping noise every time it went round, kind of a squeaking, a little bit whistly, but it was definitely sort of like a metal scraping sound. And there you go. It saved me buying a brand new tumble dryer for the cost of about £4. You can buy a part, fit it quite easily. Like I say, this is for an Indesit IDV75. I'm pretty sure most tumble dryers will be pretty similar, will probably have the same sort of problem. You've got the shaft that is going around constantly. Every time that the drum rotates, it's going to be on that hole, and if you put a lot of washing in, it's going to put quite a bit of weight on that, and it will eventually just wear that bearing down. But for the sake of less than a £5 and about 15-20 minutes work, you can keep your tumble dryer going. So like I said, this is for the Indesit one. Other Indesit models might be slightly different, but I think in general most tumble dryers operate that way. Well, I hope that guide helps, and it's fixed my tumble dryer. I hope it helps to fix yours and save you from replacing it. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.